Resistance training, or lifting weights, involves movement of the body or parts of the body against resistance. The resistance can come from the weight of the body itself, as in pull-ups. Most of the time, though, resistance training refers to the use of free weights, such as barbells or dumbbells, or machine weights. Now, there are many benefits to resistance training. It's not just about muscularity. One benefit of resistance training, which is not mentioned that often, is bone health. According to the National Council on Strength and Fitness, the American College of Sports Medicine, and others, weight-bearing physical activity, including frequent resistance training, has a direct and positive correlation to bone mineral density. The bones respond to the amount of stress placed upon them during exercise and to the amount of muscle mass attached to the tendons, because the tendons and their connective tissue, in turn, are connected to the bones. So, weight-bearing exercise, including resistance training, the use of free weights and exercise machines, contributes to improved bone density. Now, other factors, including diet, also affect bone health. Resistance training affects metabolism. Metabolism is increased during exercise. It can also increase for a period of time after exercise, depending on the intensity level of the training. Resting metabolism is increased by lean muscle mass. The amount of additional calories burned by increased muscle mass alone is debatable, but recent studies suggest 5 to 6 calories per day per pound of lean muscle mass are burned at rest. So resistance training increases metabolism through the actual physical activity of exercise and during the post-exercise recovery period, and also from the increased metabolic activity of muscle mass as compared to fat mass. Other benefits of resistance training are improved body composition and increased strength. Now, by improved body composition, we mean less body fat, mainly from the increased expenditure of calories we just discussed when we discussed metabolism. A higher metabolism means that you're burning more calories. Of course, diet is also important when talking about body composition, as are other forms of exercise such as aerobic exercise. Resistance training, or lifting weights, directly impacts strength. This comes from improved neuromuscular adaptations. The nerves and the muscles act in conjunction with one another to perform the exercises, and from the resulting increased muscle mass, which comes from the cumulative effects of resistance training, assuming that you have an adequate intake of protein, which is a major component of muscle and of connective tissue. Strength provides functional benefits and is a component of anti-aging. Now, flexibility can also see some improvement through resistance training as well, specific to the particular exercises being performed and when they are performed through an entire range of motion. I call this exercise-specific flexibility, as opposed to the more general flexibility benefits of yoga, for example. Another benefit of resistance training is improved insulin sensitivity. Now, type 2 diabetes is linked to insulin insensitivity. Improved insulin sensitivity can be a factor in preventing type 2 diabetes. Resistance training involves the uptake of glucose into muscle tissue and the use of carbohydrates. This process has positive effects on insulin sensitivity. Insulin facilitates the uptake of glucose. Of course, diet is also very important when talking about the prevention of type 2 diabetes. The takeaway here, though, is that resistance training promotes insulin sensitivity. There are many benefits to exercise and to resistance training in particular. In my own resistance training, I focus on intensity and proper form to assure that I obtain as many benefits as possible. Remember, I'm 55, and resistance training is an important element of my own fitness regimen. A good trainer is an asset when you're getting started, whenever you are looking to increase your results, or if you need some extra motivation. Now, as with any exercise program, consult your physician before starting. Certain risk factors, such as high blood pressure, for example, might require special consideration, and your physician is the starting point for that kind of information. In future episodes of this show, we'll demonstrate some resistance training exercises, as well as some other types of exercises.